in the mask pit. Hey everyone, Nick down here in the mask pit. Yeah, I'm live. I should have put a shout out on my Facebook page. That there's just so much to do. I can't remember to do everything. It's the busy season, and actually, people that I tell people that I make Michael Myers masks for a living, and they're like, "Oh wow, so you only work, 2 months out of the year?" I said, "Well, what do you mean?" They're like, "Well, nobody buys a mask like except for for Halloween, right? People don't buy masks all year long." I said, "Oh, au contraire, they do buy masks all year long. This happens to be right now. This time, I am in the throng of trying to get as many masks out as I can. It actually we're at the end of September now. It actually starts, I go into high gear like the end of July and into August, September. And man, October, I am like a blur running around in the mask pit, trying to get as many masks out as I can. But I'm not sure that I can make my quota. Um, as some of you know from my Facebook page, my mom got very sick and passed away a few months ago. So that set me back because there was a time when myself, along with my brothers, were taking care of my mother. And so I had to my mom comes first above all and everything. So I'm going to cry. So I had to drop everything to take care of my mom. So I hope if you don't get your mask by Halloween, and if I promise to, please be understanding in that matter there. But anyway, so let me tell you some exciting thing that's going on um, in the mask pit. Number one, over here we have a dead ringer mask. Now that mask is a free mask. This one is actually going out to somebody. It's spoken for. The person has been chosen. But when I first came out with that's no, that's a 13 mask. I'm so sorry. But when I first came out with the 13 masks, I would do claim it contests on my Facebook page. And what I would do, I would say, okay, there's going to be a mask available for the month of October, and I'm going to be running a contest. And what the contest is, I don't announce that. You've just got to if you have Facebook, you got to put your notifications on because you never know when I'm going to post that contest. So how a claim it contest works, everybody has the same chance. Nobody needs anything special. Everybody has the same chance. So what I do, I write a little poem, and in the poem, I'm going to ask you for some information. And so in the post, you will comment the answer, and I usually ask for a picture. So you have to write the answer and post the picture that I'm looking for. Now, a lot of people, as the claim it contest went, they would just post the answer and not the picture. And I would see these coming in, and I would, comment, you have to post the picture or else it's not official. Some people were like, "Oh, I was before him, and you didn't pick me," and it's because you didn't post the picture. I need the comment and the picture, and I pick the first 13 comments. If you have the right answer along with the picture, I will pick the first 13 people, and you will be issued a number from 1 to 13, obviously. And then I come down here in the mask pit and I go through all the numbers with your names attached to them. And the last person to be picked is able to claim the mask. Now, no, you don't get the mask for free, but it's $1,000 mask, and you do get it for a very substantial discount. So what I would do if Joe Blow from Idaho won the Claim It contest, I would PM him through Facebook with the price of the mask. Now he has the option to either accept it and pay me through immediately through PayPal, or he can say, "Gee, Nick, I just don't have the money, or I can't do it right now, so I'm going to have to pass." So then I go to the next person in line, the second from the last person that I chose, and that person has the option. So I've only had I've done a lot of claimant masks through the past few years, and I've only had I think one or two people say, "Gee, I don't have that much money in my PayPal account." So, but it is a substantial discount. Um, it's not free, but it is a very discounted mask. So anyway, so that's the Claim It mask, and I plan to do a Claim It contest in October. Now I'm not going to tell you when in October. It's going to be sometime in October. Um, and that's why what I'm doing right now here in the mask pit. Now I am pouring the blank for the Claim It mask for this October. I gotta put my spectacle on so I know what I'm doing. Oh, hello there. Now I can see Matthew Curry. I'm so sorry to hear about your mother, Nick. Yeah, first time I've heard about it. Yeah, she passed away in. Well, she got sick and she was sick for several months, and then she passed away. I believe it was in June, and yeah, it was. It just set me very far behind. Okay, so we're gonna pour. I've got my plastic mold here, and by the way, I will be doing a complete YouTube video on the wonders of using a plastic mold. Did I say plaster? You just got to slosh it around in here for a little bit. Maybe you can see. Or maybe not because I'm in the way. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to let that drain. Okay. So yeah, there will be a Claim It mask in October. So you want to be, and it's through my Facebook page. So if you're on Instagram or YouTube or whatever, check out my Facebook page. Also, now I started a TikTok 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 account of maybe about 2 or 3 years ago, and I uploaded a few videos to that, and then all of a sudden I couldn't log in. TikTok would not allow me to log in. And then after spending hours of doing everything, I just give up. So anyway, so lo and behold, I was able to activate my TikTok channel, but all my videos that I uploaded, everything was gone. I just had a bare account. So anyway, I just uploaded a few videos to TikTok. So if you want to check that out, it's under my name, Nick MULPAGANO. So, but I plan to do some little TikTok stuff with masks and stuff like that. So anyway, another thing to get in with I'm on a rant about things. It is so hard right now, for some reason recently, to log into your accounts. They want this verification. They want that verification. They want, what size underwear do you wear? Do you have a mole on the back of your butt? We want. It's so annoying to log into your accounts and everything. Now I just got into my eBay account, and I haven't been able to get into my eBay account for about 9 or 10 months. Just got into it. It's so annoying with all these verifications. So my latest annoying thing is YouTube. I hope Mr. YouTube doesn't watch my videos because it's so it can be so aggravating. But anyway, so I monetize my channel, and I start making a few bucks. I monetized it in April. Now the last check I have made $300. Yeah, $300 from like 150 YouTube videos that have been sitting there collecting dust, and I've recently been more diligent in uploading YouTube content. But anyway, so I checked, and I've earned $300. How I get that, I don't know. But so I'm nosing around in all this, the sea and mess of links, and take it to there and look at this and check that out, and error messages and this and that. So I remember when I figured out the monetizing thing, that they kept asking you, there was a thing you click on, and it was like, okay, click this and we're going to send you a code. So I would click it, I would check my email. I checked all over for a code. I could never find a code. So after spending hours and hours, I can't figure it out. I give up. So I go back a few months later, after I clear my head and I'm ready to be aggravated. All right, I'm like, okay, sometimes you're just not ready to be aggravated because you know you're going to be aggravated. Like, no, I can't handle the aggravation right now. So oh, okay. I'm sorry I lost everybody. I think it's because I was talking about my frustrations with YouTube. Mr. YouTube's watching, and he's like, let's silence Mr. Masspit here. So no, but I'm going to finish out my my story. Oh, and Sinister says, I don't think you monetized this. That I know, Sinister. There was no, when I went to go live, there was no monetizing thing to check. That's another one of my aggravations. I couldn't find out how to monetize it. There was nothing to check to monetize it. So anyway, so I find out they want to send you a snail mail code, and it takes 3 weeks to get to your house. So it's like, so in the meantime, so I'm like, oh, okay. So in the meantime, I forget about it because 3 weeks go by, I forget about everything. So I probably threw it away, thinking it was just junk mail. So I threw it away. So then I just forget about it. So I just recently started getting notifications. You have to verify your address to be able to get your payout. So I'm like, okay, let me dig in this sea of links and paragraphs and fine print and everything to see if I can figure it out. So I finally figured it out, and that I have to wait for a snail mail letter in 3 weeks with my code. And then I think I will get my money finally. Okay, so rant over. All right, so what else have I got to talk about? Let's see, know the way the bucket head land. Let's see, Barry McKinney. Know the way the bucket hand land? Ready for Halloween, I see. Yes, Case and Hardy. Chase and Nathan Hill. I love Michael Myers, says Nathan Hill. Hellraiser, Beetlejuice, Myers Mask. Let me show you something I don't think I've shown on YouTube. When you say Beetlejuice, I did do a... Now this is my Joker mask using a Captain Kirk blank, the same one that I used for Halloween. I call this Joker Man because it was made with the Halloween Man blank, and yeah, this is really cool. And this isn't. I just wanted a display mask, so I painted the eyes in there. This isn't a wearable mask. I mean, you could, but you just can't see out of it. But that's what made me think of Beetlejuice, and I could do a Beetlejuice version of using the Kirk head and everything. Man, says Nick, looks amazing. Thank you, but I think you know this. You know you should do a Beetlejuice Midas mask. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. So anyway, who else is on here? Under protest, trying to compliment somebody, but they ignore you. Goodbye. Okay, I'm sorry, under protest. It's very hard to do these because the chat scrolls so fast sometimes I can't acknowledge everyone. But I do go back and to look at the chat, and I will. I do see who's here, and I do appreciate everybody for coming in here. Do an Edward Scissorhands. I did the first Edward Scissorhands cosplay when the movie came out. I did the costume. I made my own scissors. And that year, I won the $500 grand prize for these costume contests I went to. I was one of the first. Let me go over to the Mask Pit Annex, and maybe I have my scissors over there. Hold on just for a second. If they're handy, I'll bring them out. Okay. I can't readily find them, but they're in the abyss of the Mask Pit someplace. So who else is here? You know, man, that would be cool. Roberto Torres says, "What's your favorite sculpt?" My favorite sculpt has to hands down be the I keep calling it Dead Ringer, but it's not. It's the 13 mask. That is my favorite sculpt. That's where I put in all of my knowledge that I learned from sculpting the NHK mask, the Halloween mask, the Life Cast White mask, the Dead Ringer mask. That's where I put in all my knowledge of what I've learned, and not only use that knowledge, but I went to school and studied pixel by pixel, and I'm not kidding you. I would blow this every picture up to see what was going on in the mask, and I did my homework, and everything that I learned, I put into the 13 mask. So that is hands down my favorite sculpt. Let's see, what is your favorite Halloween movie? My favorite Halloween movie, Mr. Connor, would have to be the original Halloween. Yeah, the original Halloween and Halloween 2. They, you know, I love. There's two different reasons. I'm going to have to put them side by side, Ty, because I like the original '78 movie for being the original one. That I saw it in the movie theaters. I didn't know what it was about. All I knew, I was going to see a movie about Halloween, and I was just blown away, and it just had such an effect on me. And who knew that years later it would overtake my life, and it would become my life when I. Oh. Oh, hello. Oh, Lisa's home. And so it would take over my life. And so and also Halloween 2, because there was more Michael Myers in it. You could see the mask better, and that was always fascinating to me. And even though I didn't realize, I'm like, Michael Myers looks a little different in this movie. I wonder why. You know, I didn't know why. You know, it was the years before the internet. You couldn't find out reasons and stuff like that. But it was because, of course, Dick Warlock was wearing the mask, and he gave it a whole different look. But yeah, so I would say H1, H2, my favorites. Okay, see the the chat is moving too fast. I can't keep up with it. Hey, Nick, have you seen the Terrifier films? I have seen Terrifier 1. I'm going to watch Terrifier 2 in the next few days, and hopefully I will eagerly be awaiting Terrifier 3 and watch that. I don't know if I'll get to watch that before Halloween, but yeah, I do like the Terrifier. I'm not a super fan, but I do like it. Let's see. The Asylum Beyond Beyond the Dead says hi, Nick. Well, hello, the Asylum Beyond the Dead. Charles Ecton, my man, the goat. Charles, this is your mask right here. Charles Ecton. Let's give him a plug. Charles Ecton is the man behind the hedge. Yeah, and this is the new hedge mask for Charles Ecton. And I'm shipping that, by the way, today. Mr. Ecton, that will be going out to you. Oh, I need your address. I think that I wanted to ship it yesterday, but I'm not sure I have your address. So PM me your address on Facebook, please. And so I have it. I keep forgetting to drop you a PM. So there's so much going on. My head just spins. Okay. How can I purchase a mask? Wayne, all you got to do, if you go to my YouTube page, just about every video, it'll where you have the description, it will have a link to my website with all the Dead Ringer masks and everything on there, and it will have my email address. So that's all you have to do is go to the description in just about any of my videos, and especially the recent ones. Let's see. Do you ever? Okay, it's going too fast. Let me see if I can back up. Do you ever dream Michael Myers? Do you ever dream Michael looking at so many masks? Yes. Once in a while, I do have not dreams about Michael Myers, but I do have dreams of making Michael Myers masks, and something horrible goes wrong with them. I don't know. You know, dreams are freaky. Hey, Nick, what do you think about Halloween Ends? Halloween Ends, I know a lot of people hated it. I didn't hate it. I liked it. And it's because I cannot dislike a Michael Myers movie. I'm sorry, but I can't. Some I like better than most. I wouldn't put that up with my top rankings, but it's always thrilling to see the new Michael Myers mask. And so I welcome Michael Myers in every movie, even if he just stood there for 90 minutes, just so I could look at his mask. I would be happy. The stab lift is the best kill. Yeah, that was a good kill in H2. Yes, I do agree with that. The favorite kill from Halloween 2? I would say my favorite kill from Halloween 2 would have to be the hypodermic needle through the guy's eye, and then they show that the shot of him with the needle going right in his eye. I wince every time I see that. Let's see. Will you be going to the H50 convention? No, I will not be going. I'm pretty much tied to the mask pit. Really. And Wayne says, okay. Let's see. The Chaplain chap said, I looked at Captain Kirk cosplayer convention recently, dead in the eyes. Michael Myers, undeemed student in front of him, and he didn't even know what was going on. I'm going to have to decipher that. Come back and decipher that. I'm going to put on my Dick Tracy decoder ring and find out what you're trying to tell me. But I know you're probably talking into your phone and it's messing up the speech and everything, because mine does that all the time. The Jill Death, Martin Lucas Unbando. Holla! Yeah, holla to you, Martin Lucas Unbando. Jessica Marshall. How much do they go for? I have masks from under $200 all the way up to $1,500 for the artisan mask. So I have pretty much my standard mask is about $300, $295 to $300. You can get a nice. This is going to be a medium dead ringer. That is under $300, clocking in at $295. Yeah, and the large size is a few dollars more, dead ringer. Okay, Martin Lucas says saludos. Well, a saludos to you too. Duke says, hey, Nick, what is your favorite Michael kill in the entire franchise? Now, come on now. I have to go through a rewind in my mind, 15 movies. I don't know if I can do that. Okay, I'm going to do that. My favorite kill, because this is the first one that comes to my mind, beside the needle in the eye, H2, is the pinning the kid up against the wall and stabbing him and having it stick to the wall. That is my favorite kill. Yeah, favorite kill. Okay, I don't know how much longer I can say, because I got to get to work, people. But anyway, I told you about, I'm going to come back, and I think I can check on the chat. The chat materializes like after a day. When I went back at my other live show and I went to look at the chat, I couldn't find it. And there's nothing, when I go live, there's nothing that says include chat, do a super chat. There's not. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. All it says is go live. So I just go live. Maybe I'll have to look a little closer the next time I go live. But anyway, thank you everybody for joining in this chat. Although it wasn't super, it was a nice little chat. And I do believe I will be able to go back and look at the chat like the other one. I was able to do that. But write me a comment and about what you guys want me to make videos. I've got so many videos in my head, and I've got 3 or 4 in in the middle of production right now that I'm editing. So I've got some stuff coming up here. What else can I show you down here in the mask pit? Oh, here's the Dead Ringer 81. Speaking of H2 and Dick Warlock, this is the Dead Ringer 81, and this is from the same. These are the same masks. I use the same mask that comes out of the mold, and they're just painted and haired differently to make completely different masks from H1 to H2. But okay, so I am going to sign off right now and get to work. Martin Lucas Ubando says, "Mandeme un saludo." Back at you, butter. And let's see, the Asylum Beyond the Dead says, "My favorite kill from Halloween 2 was when Michael bites off the nurse's head." Hey, what happening? Says Yaseed. Hello, Yaseed. Hi, Halloween 2 is my favorite, personal favorite, Mr. Bigfoot Tattoo. This is Adam Clark. Hey, a big shout out to Adam Clark, everyone. Nick, your opinion, can you name things you didn't like about the... Well, okay, yeah, everybody, when that flashback mask came out, in that flashback scene, I would say, I was disappointed. Yeah, I was disappointed because I thought, I was just expecting more. If you're flashing back and want to recreate the original movie, I wanted to see that original mask created to a T. Other people have done it. I have seen some really good, independent artists, Michael Myers masks, and I think they have it all. The flashback mask did not cut it for me. I was disappointed. And people are like, "Oh, you're going to make the flashback mask?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't like the mask, and so I can't make something that I'm really not passionate about and get into it. I'm sorry, I just can't." And other people have been, check out Jimmy Falco made a great flashback mask. So, I mean, I don't think you can get better than the flashback mask by Jimmy Falco. So hit him up and you tell him Nick from the Mask Pit sent you, okay? Jimmy is a very close friend of mine. He only lives like 5 minutes from me, and I never see him. He lives literally 5 minutes from me. But yeah, that's why I don't make the flashback mask, and I wasn't thrilled with it. I wanted it to be an exact replica, like from an independent artist. And they're out there, they're out there. And it just didn't cut it for me. I was disappointed. Very disappointed. So anyway, okay, so I'll read one more comment from Heath. First I gotta say, Cody Labbit says, hello, Cody Labbit. Always glad to see love for Halloween 2. My favorite Michael Myers is Warlock shape. The blood tears have to be my favorite mask. I make blood tears masks. So if you ever want I do an awesome blood tear mask. And one of the things that sets my blood tears mask aside from any other that you've seen, I actually have a dangling drop of blood that dangles from the mask's chin. So, it's something nobody else does but me. Oh, okay, so I gotta go, and hope everybody has a horrible day. Send me a comment, and if you're just watching this on the fly, subscribe to my channel, and help me build my channel and make a little more of this. We're on the good, I'm on a good track here, but I'd like to keep it up. Okay, so thank you, and everybody have a horrible day. It's a horrible day in the masked pit. A horrible day in the masked pit. It's so creepy and so spooky. Oh, let's